we're going to be creating this nail art tutorial. It's super simple, really easy to do, and this was inspired by my favorite Disney movie, The Little Mermaid. And so we have some iridescent green for the main nails, and then we have an accent nail to represent a seashell for Ariel shell top. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First, what I did was I went ahead and I prepped my nails. I went ahead and I filed them and shaped them, and as you can see, there's still a little bit of white left on the tips. That was just from my previous gel polish. Gel can be pretty hard to get off, and I kind of just gave up. So here we are, but I did go ahead and I buffed them and filed enough of it so that my nails are smooth despite there being still a little bit of color. And then what I did was I applied a pH bond for the gel, as well as this IBD LED/UV bonder to help with the gel adhere to my nails. And so let's jump right in with the colors. For the nails, except for the accent finger, what we're going to do is we're going to use a combination of one coat of Perfect Match Moon River, and then the top coat or second coat of this Perfect Match Majestic Wonders. And I like using a combination of these just because it creates, at least to me, the perfect mermaid tail color for Ariel based on the original movie, or just in general. It just creates the perfect Ariel mermaid tail color. And so I'm just gonna go in with the Moon River first. Apply a coat of this. And you want to make sure with gel that you are doing a nice thin coat. Otherwise, if you start out with gel and you are doing really thick coats, it can come off as first very gloopy and uneven, and then also it can come off as uneven patchwise with the color across the nail, and then it can also look very uneven in regards with how smooth it is. So definitely you always want to do thinner coats over thicker coats. It's better to have a bunch of thin layers with gel than to have one really thick and gloopy coat. So I'm just really taking my time with applying this because once you cure it, it's stuck there. I'm going to speed it up for the sake of the video. In the camera, this looks like a mint green or even a sea foam color, when in person it does have more bluer notes to it. But definitely in camera it looks very mint green, but I feel like in person it's more of like an aqua green or sea foam color, where it does have more, it's a really pretty, but it has more bluer tones in it than it is picking up on camera. And then for my accent finger, I'm going to take this Venalisa nail polish, gel polish in purple. Unfortunately on the bottle it's not saying what color it is, so I apologize. I think it was called amethyst or something. I could be totally wrong, but I did get it from Amazon, so I will post the link in the description. And no, it's not an affiliate link, so if you don't like affiliate links, no worries, it is not an affiliate link. I just shop from Amazon way too much. And for the other colors with the Perfect Match colors, I did get those gel polishes from my local beauty supply store, and so unfortunately I did not get them from Amazon. If I see them on Amazon, I'm sure they're on there somewhere. I will definitely post the link below as well. So you guys can pick those up from Amazon. So now I'm going to go ahead and cure this with my UV light. I'm going to do it for 2 minutes. So now we're going to take Majestic Wonders and we're going to put a top layer over the green nails. Isn't that just so pretty? And the reasoning why I did a combination of these two colors where I use one as the bottom and then one as the top, just because if you take a look at this one, it's just really dark. The camera, I don't know why, but my camera is just not picking up on the blues very well in either of these colors, but in person this one has definitely, it's more of a deeper blue color than it's picking up on camera, and so that's why I did a combination of these ones so that that Moon River color can bring more of a green color to it. I lost where I was going with that, but I am just loving that color combo though. It's so pretty. It's like the perfect mermaid green, not just for Ariel's tail, but just the perfect mermaid green color. And then we're going to take that purple and we're going to add the second coat of purple. We're going to cure it for another couple minutes. You could probably just do 1 minute, but I'm just a precautious person, I guess, and I do it for 2 minutes. No big deal. Okay, done. Ta-da! Bam. So now what we're going to do is taking this Samika gel top coat. This is my favorite top coat, hands down. It is a no wipe top coat, and if you're not familiar with gel, whenever you use gel, it creates like a really sticky residue on top, like layer on top, and all you need to do is simply take an alcohol wipe and wipe it off. But in case you're not familiar with gel and that's happening with you, that's totally normal. I don't know the science behind it. Just to be honest with you, I don't know the science behind it, why it creates this layer of residue. I'm sure it has to do with the components of the gel and when you cure it and all that stuff. But anyway, so for this, it is so shiny and you do not have to wipe anything off the top. And so this is important for the next step that I'll show you. And I am going to leave my accent finger alone because we're going to do something different with that one, which I will show you in just a moment, but just be patient. Now we're going to cure that. I'm just going to do it for 1 minute this time. Got that cured. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to do our accent finger, and we're going to create that seashell effect. You will need some builder gel. This is builder gel. Guess where I got it from? You guessed right, it's from Amazon. So I will also post a link to this. But with builder gel, it's just a really thick, I don't know if you can see that, but it's super, see how thick that is? Super thick. And that's going to create the ridges on this nail for the seashell effect. So what I did, I already did this. So I took a blob, I put it on this paper plate, styrofoam plate. This styrofoam, and then I put a little bit of, I also put a glob of the purple nail polish or the purple gel polish, and I mixed it together to create this. And so this is perfect for you to see how thick this is. It's nice and thick and stringy. I know that doesn't sound appealing, but it's great for this. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to take this nail detailing brush thingamabobber, and I'm going to drag it through to build some up on the tip. Then I'm just going to swirl it so that you get that string cut, whatever. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to, you have to work pretty quickly with this, otherwise it can blend together and that defeats the purpose. But what I'm going to do is, it's actually a bit too much, so I'm gonna, that's essentially what you're going to do but on your nail. So I'm going to pick up just a little bit because I'm starting at the end, so you don't want too much. And I'm just going to create, you know what, actually, I know I keep changing my mind. I'm sorry, I am indecisive. Okay, so what you're first gonna do is in the center of the nail, you're going to lay it and then drag it down. And so theoretically, the top should be a lot thicker than the bottom. And that's exactly how you want it to be for the seashell effect. And then what you're gonna go ahead and do is keep making lines. And you wanna make sure that you're making diagonal lines, that you're pulling towards the center of the nail. And then that up. And then you're also dropping it a little down in increments. So if you, it's kind of hard to see. Zoom. Okay, so as you can see, the lines are getting a little bit shorter as we're getting to the outer edge. That's exactly what you want to do. Perfect. And then if you are happy with the results, which I am, you want to go ahead and put it in your UV light and cook it really quickly, because otherwise if you wait for any longer, the lines can run together. If you don't like it, no worries. What you'll do is either taking a paper towel or preferably a cotton pad or cotton round, take some rubbing alcohol. I have 50%, but it doesn't matter. It needs to be rubbing alcohol. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put some on a cotton pad and you're literally just going to wipe it off. Super simple, and then you're just going to redo it. No big deal. So I'm gonna cure this for 2 minutes. Now we're gonna make it super magical. So what you're gonna go ahead and need, this is totally optional, by the way. This part is optional, but I love more sparkles. So I need more sparkles. So what I'm gonna take is unicorn powder or mermaid powder, aurora powder. It has multiple names, but it's magical either way. And then, I need to get more of these applicators, but whoops. Okay, so you're gonna take this kind of applicator and then some powder, and you're going to buff this into your nails. And we're going to do this for all of your nails. For this powder, I did get it from Amazon. So I will link also this powder online in the description. So just to show you a difference, this nail, if you remember, it has the no wipe top coat. And so I really love the no wipe top coat for any kind of gel nail powders that you're putting on, because it just helps it go on so smoothly. I have had a love-hate relationship with powders before I found this no wipe top coat, because otherwise I have found, depending on the gel nail polish that you use, if it just won't adhere right, and it's super weird. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, please comment below so that I don't feel alone. But it's super weird. Oh, and so can you just see how magical that looks? This one has no unicorn powder slash mermaid slash overwork powder. This one does. And look, it's just so much more reflective. You get more of a color shifting. Again, this is totally optional, but I just love it. It just looks so pretty. What I went ahead and did is I finished applying the unicorn mermaid aurora powder to the rest of my nails, and then now I'm just applying a top coat. And now, just to spice it up a bit, I am going to take the Samika velvet matte top coat, again for gel, and I am going to apply the matte onto the seashell nail. And this is the result. Let's go ahead and draw or unveil the curtains. No, don't want the light out of the way. Get the cord out of the way. Done. Oh, man. I don't want a cord in the middle of my final shot. Okay, ready? Na, 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 na. Ta-da! This one is a bit shorter than the rest. It broke. So sad. But anyways, for gel, yes, do you want to give your 2 cents? Missouri? Turn on. Oh, I need to press the button. I want to turn on. There, okay. So I thought I broke it. And just to show you, when you don't put it on a no wipe top coat, because we're going to put on this, just because it kind of creates a different effect. So as you can see, okay, so this one is actually applying pretty well. You're making a liar out of me, polish. But just sometimes it doesn't come on, it won't buff in very even, and it looks, again, depending on the polish that you'll use, sometimes it just doesn't look good enough.